I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mike.
Welcome back to the A&M podcast. For now.
For now. Yeah.
Would we switch that
I don't
up,
know.
I guess? So I am just going to say it because, it's my podcast and I can say whatever I want.
Right.
I really liked our little talk show. But then I was also thinking it could be our little
Oh,
podcast. Our little podcast. I feel like
our little podcast. That's good. Our little podcast with A&M.
that's too long.
With with Alyssa and Mike would be way too long. I mean, to
I
Brandon's
want it
point,
like short, sweet, and to the point and catchy.
to
I don't want
Brandon's
like
point, we don't want to have to change up the merch,
we
though. I
have
mean,
one thing of merch that will just be a
that's
national treasure later on in
that's
life.
true, right? Like,
Wow,
yeah,
remember when? And then we got banned from TikTok and then we had to start over.
yeah, yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with. Are we making that official right now?
No, we're not making it official now because I have
Oh,
to
okay.
search and see if anybody else is named our little podcast.
Yeah, it's true. True.
But
Yeah.
I really
True.
like that. That's how I talk. Our little
Yeah.
podcast. Haha. Hee.
Yeah. But if it ever becomes really big and popular, is it still allowed to be our little podcast? Is the question.
Then we have to rebrand again to our big podcast.
Yeah, I know. You can only rebrand so often because and this is, I'm being realistic here. We don't, I mean, we have some following, right? There are some people who check us out regularly. But if we had more of a following, you would never want to do that. You would never want to go, okay, now we're called this, because then it becomes like, you know what I mean? You lose the name recognition.
Companies do that all the time.
We have asked Coke about changing your product when it's an established product. But what was I going to say? Darn it. I totally lost my train of thought now. Oh,
listen, if the Monopoly man can have a monocle one time and then no monocle the next,
there you
I
go.
can change.
Yeah, I guess.
And then I'll just say it's the what is that effect called?
Well, see, the reason it's a positive thing, right?
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
What?
The what's that effect when it's like?
Oh, the Mandela effect.
I'll just say it's a Mandela effect. No, we've always been.
We're never called.
Just
I know,
gaslighting
right?
our audience.
when we change it, I'll go back to all the existing episodes, change everything on the start and end. I'll just
No, this is what we always were.
I like doing it now. I get it because of not just because of what the TikTok thing, right? Which I get,
right?
But also because there are so many with that same name, and it's kind of, it doesn't tell people what we're about.
True. But our little podcast does. So hopefully it's not taken.
All right. We'll see.
So I need to put everybody onto something. You don't really care about this because you're not a gas car driver.
Right.
But the gas car drivers, everyone, I need your attention.
Give them a minute. Give them a minute to all gather around the radio.
Oh yeah, gather around. Okay.
Can you listen to us on the radio? I don't think you can. Go ahead.
Is everyone here? Everyone's here? All right. All right. So, everybody right now, I need you to download the 7-Eleven app. And I'm not even getting anything from, obviously, 7-Eleven on this, unfortunately. But, I love to help as many people out saving some money as possible. And something that I've realized lately is that the 7-Eleven app is amazing. Well, it's like making my face very bright because I keep my brightness up all the way at all times.
Apparently. Wow.
That's why my phone's dead all the time. My brightness is always on 100. Okay, so anyways, download the 7-Eleven app. And on there, well, right now I just saw that they have a bunch of codes. I don't know, maybe maybe we'll put them somewhere. I'll send them to you and you can put it somewhere. But
yeah, we can put them in the comments for the episode or something.
There's like a bunch of words that you can text the number 711 right now, and you can get up to, I believe it's $1.47 off gas. So, wow. And on top of that, if you become a new 7-Eleven member, like I did, you get 11 cents off per gallon and extra, and they let you stack these codes.
Oh,
So
wow.
you get like if you text, I think right now it's like deal to 7-Eleven, you get 30 cents off if you've never used it before. If you text fuel, you get another amount off, like some cents. If you're a new member, you get
Wow.
11 cents, and it all just adds up and stacks. Then they also have what's called the Gold Pass, which I believe you get, I think it's an extra 5 cents off. And you
Mm.
can sign up for the Gold Pass for a 30-day free trial. I'm also part of their Sparkle Pass, which also gets a 30-day free trial where you get free car washes like whenever you want. But so gas right now in my area at least is like I've seen it like between 423 and 429. Um and I went to get gas today and hold on, I took a screenshot of it cuz I was just like, "Oh my god." Okay, I got gas today for again, it's like 429 or whatever around me. I got gas for 291 a gallon today. I don't know if you
What?
can see it.
What? Yeah, you really can't. The screen's
Because
still too bright, but that's fine.
because of my 7-Eleven
That's
deals.
crazy. I
$2.91 is how much I paid for gas today.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I wonder how the heck are they doing that they're not like losing money on that. Tomorrow
I don't know.
everyone will go and do this and then the next day 7-Eleven will announce they're going out of business because everybody who well no, never mind, there's not enough people.
But I
Even if
also like
everybody who listened to our podcast did it, they'd still be fine.
they'd still be okay. But yeah, no, definitely download it. And because also you get oh, another cool thing that I love about it is they have this thing called like fuel lock. And I believe though you
Mm,
also can only it's not available at every 7-Eleven gas station. So you have to make sure that it's available at the gas station because 7-Eleven they don't have tap to pay at the pump, but you can pay on the app and use like, your mobile wallet.
so
So
how does
when
how
you
does that how does so you have to go into the store to pay though, but you
No, no, you don't.
oh.
So you get on your app, and then you go to the bottom. It has a little icon that says you still can't see it. It says fuel at the
Yep.
bottom. I
I
don't know
see
if you
it.
can see
Yep.
it,
Yep.
but then when I go to fuel, it says um pay for fuel. So like right there, it says
Yep.
pay for fuel, and look, $3 and I think it's 91 cents right now is my
Right.
price. So I'm
Wow.
still so even if since I used all my deals, even if I got gas right now, I still my base is 391, which is still like almost it's 30 cents cheaper or 35 cents cheaper. My savings are
Wow.
35 cents a gallon. And
That's
another cool thing, oh, and I can actually get it a little cheaper than that. So something else they do that's super cool is on their app you can do a price lock. So if any of the 7-Elevens, like I don't know what the radius is, I don't know if it's in the state and you're just like county, I don't know. Um, you can do a fuel lock. So it'll take the cheapest gas around you and lock you in at that price. So even if the gas station you're at is still at
oh.
429, but there's another 7-Eleven kind of close that's 423, they'll give you the 423 price. They'll lock you in and in at that price, and then you'll only pay that price for I think it locks it for like 4 days. So it'll lock it
Wow.
can so if it locks you at 423 and then like tomorrow they raise it to 445 or something crazier,
Right.
you still only have to pay that 423 price.
Wow,
And then it
that's a
also adds your
really
other discounts in there.
that's a really good tip. That's a really good
Mhm.
tip.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and it makes me wonder because I know at one time there was which one was there was another gas station that had a similar program like that. Like if you signed up for all of their bonus things and all that, you got a better price.
Mhm.
Which one was it? It might have been Speedway. It might have been Speedway, but definitely was not as good as that. Um, but I'm just looking at like BJ's. Now this is a little
Mhm.
different, right? But if you BJ's is the membership, excuse me, the membership club. Um, so the membership price is cheaper anyway. I think it's, let me look. Right now it's regular is 403 at BJ's. Um, but if you use their
Mm.
credit card, you get 15 cents off per gallon too. So that's a similar thing. Not
Mm.
as good as what you're talking about because, you have to be a member, number one. So you got to pay for the membership. And then
Yeah.
for the credit card, you have to use their credit card for that. But there
Yeah.
was somebody else that had a similar thing where, where if you pay in their app, like you're talking about with that, that they
Mhm.
gave you something off. Kind of like,
Oh,
it's,
and I can get more. So yeah, if you also pay with the 7-Eleven like wallet, like if you use the mobile wallet in the 7-Eleven app, it also
mm-hmm.
gives you an extra 3 cents off a gallon.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
just
that's really good.
stacks your deal. So after you've had the member, or after you've been like a 7-Eleven member for a while, I don't know how long, but when you first start it's 11 cents, and then after that it's 5 cents a gallon every time you go. You just put your phone number in at the pump. But I think it's super cool cuz even when you select like pay for fuel in the app, it recognizes the gas station you're at,
Hmm.
and then you just put in which pump you're at, how much you want to
Uh,
put in your car, and then you just pay through your whatever you have in your Apple Wallet,
yeah, I was wondering. I was going to
Apple
ask you
Pay.
that. Like, how do you define, or how do they know what pump you're at if you're just doing it in the app? That's actually really cool that they do that.
Mhm.
That's actually really cool.
And it's a cool app in general, like even looking around on it. Um like we have a 7-Eleven right next to us, so that's, it's always convenient. But I have I it gives you like points, and then you get a bunch of free things all the time as well. Like I have, oh, I think with my gold pass, I get a free big gulp like once a day or something.
Ah,
I also get like free Slurpees all the time. Mhm.
that's pretty
Yep.
good. Yeah, I think so. Wawa has something like that on their app for like free drinks and that, but I don't know if they have anything on like gas on it. Unfortunately, as somebody who doesn't drive a gas vehicle anymore, I don't pay that much attention to it. But I did.
Yeah.
There was a thing on like, apps to help save money on gas. And obviously Gas Buddy, this is from NerdWallet, by the way.
Mhm.
This is not from ChatGPT for those of you who are concerned about that. Um, they list uh Gas Buddy as one, which is that's a good app. It at least tells you where you can get the cheapest gas. I think your
Yeah,
your
I've used that
solution is better
before.
because yeah, if you're like searching around. Um
Mhm.
Another one they mentioned, I've heard of this one before. It's Upside, it's called, and
Oh
they
yeah.
basically give you like cash back when you get gas. So I don't know how
Oh,
you
you
know.
you scan. I think with Upside, because I believe I used that before back in the day. You either can scan your receipt or you can link it to your bank account, and it just like recognizes it
Okay, so
based
it's
on your
kind of like,
transactions, like
yeah, it's kind of
Fetch.
like Fetch, or that one that's gone now, that Dosh back in the day, where you would
Oh
link
yeah.
it to like your say your public store account or your Target store account,
Mm.
and when you checked out, you would automatically get something that said you got, $2 back on that purchase or whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess it's kind of like that. It says the cash you earn stores up and won't expire. That's kind of cool. As long as your account's active, you can redeem your earnings by bank transfer, PayPal, or gift card, and you get it within 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
So pulling smaller dollar amounts less than 15 can incur a $1 fee. But that's pretty cool. Like anything like that you can do. I mean, it's all stuff like when the gas prices are low, like they were, before the
You're
war
not even
started.
thinking of it.
Yeah, but honestly, it's good stuff. I mean, anytime you can save money, you should save money. I mean, that's
100%.
We that's me with like the Fetch app and the what's the other that Amazon Shopper Panel app that I'm on. Like it takes me a couple of minutes, or Ibotta is another one. It takes me a couple of minutes
Hmm.
to go and scan some receipts, and over time you actually like get some money out of it.
Yeah.
But it also, oh yeah, AAA Mobile, but that, I mean, that's not really.
I also just
It's just
like the
telling you where to get gas.
I love a good like I love when just anywhere has an app that they give you back points and free things and all that stuff. I follow a lot of pages on Instagram that always tell me like,
Yeah.
oh, I think Cheesecake Factory actually is giving away free cheesecake soon.
Oh,
Chipotle is giving away BOGO entrees on April 20th.
oh,
Um,
April 20th,
mm-hmm.
420.
Yep, 420 BOGO entrees. Fitting.
They're they're counting on the munchies. They're counting on all the munchies on 420.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. BOGO bowls. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I I
and I'm
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you. I'm drinking.
No, no, no. The thing is, like when I found out, so I was using the 7-Eleven app like before I saw that they had all the codes the other day, and I was like, what? Okay, I'll try it. And it's crazy because like gas lately, because it's been so expensive, it's like you have to put, you really like the amount, it's crazy what like you put $30 in your tank or whatever, 40, even $40 in your tank, and it's crazy with it so high how, I mean, like obviously we're in a big car, but like
Yeah.
it's crazy how it doesn't even take the needle up that high. So
Mm-hmm.
then when I'm seeing the my low price and I'm putting like, the same amount that I was putting for like a the the larger per gallon amount, man, it got so many gallons of gas in there. I called Adrian. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Guess what I just did? Got gas for under $3. Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
like,
over 4 right now. I just got it for
yeah.
291."
You feel like you won something, don't you, when you do something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
the other one that this mentions too, and I kind of mentioned this with the BJ's thing, is a lot of times, like the gas stations, the gas station chains or whatever will have their own credit card, like mobile or whatever,
Mhm.
their own credit card, and if you use that, they give you something off per gallon too.
I don't
Any
like
of that
when
kind
you
of stuff.
make me sign up for like a specific card or anything like
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah,
I don't want all
yeah,
that. I don't want your credit card. Like Macy's, I don't want your credit card just to get 20% off. I just want, okay,
right,
whatever. I'll find a deal
right,
elsewhere. And I did.
right,
So,
right.
yeah. Everyone, y'all need to go download the 7-Eleven app because
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good tip. And if you download the 7-Eleven app and it saves you $1 a gallon, make sure you like, subscribe, share the podcast so that we can expand our listener base for whatever this thing's going to be called soon. Uh,
yeah, so I can keep giving you deals. I love
that's
a good
right.
deal.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too.
You always kind of taught me that because you would be the one in the store. I forget who I was talking to about it the
Because
other
I'm
day.
cheap, is that what it is? Because I'm cheap.
No, you're like the one that's literally in the store, like, oh, well, is it a better deal if we get this bigger one? Because look at the
Oh
amount of
yeah.
ounces to dollars on this versus ounces to
Yeah.
dollars on that.
Yeah, that's where you really have to watch yourself, like even with the warehouse club stuff, like BJ's or Sam's or Costco, because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times you'll be in there and you're like, "What? This is 100 rolls of paper towels. What? This is great for $200, and then you realize if you were buying the small pack at Target or whatever, it was actually a better deal.
Oh,
Like you got to really watch that because it can feel like a good deal, and then there are things like we get apples, for example, in BJ's, and
yeah.
big bag of apples is like
Mm-hmm.
3.39. It works out to like less than $1 a pound. Try going into any grocery store and finding apples for under $1 a pound. You never will. I think it was 4 pounds of apples for like 3.39 or something like that. It's just insane.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've even noticed like I've noticed that in the dollar store in Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree sometimes like you just assume like, oh, everything's a dollar in here, so no big deal. But then
yeah,
like I don't know, I look at some of the things in there and I'm like, wait, this little bag of whatever, I don't know, candy or whatever, is $1.25, $1.50, because they raise their prices.
Yeah.
But it's not. If I get this is like snack bags, so I can buy like 6 of these, which is the
Hmm.
equivalent of probably what it would come in like the big pack of the snack bags,
Right.
and like goldfish or whatever. Like, they have
Yeah.
that. Target has this pack of goldfish where it's little bags of goldfish. I think it comes with like 6 or something like that. And it's probably no more than like $5. But at the dollar store, they make you think it's a good deal because it's all a dollar.
Right. You're at the dollar store. It's got to be cheaper here.
Or, and that's just for brand name stuff. Like, because then
Right.
obviously you could buy I think it was mouthwash too. They had like
Yeah.
the name brand mouthwash, but it was like a small container and it was $4, $4 or $5.
Yeah.
But then you could buy the Dollar Tree mouthwash, which was $1. But I don't know, do we trust that? I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's probably honestly, it's probably made by the same in the same factory. You know what's funny? I saw a thing
Mhm.
a few weeks ago on this kind of topic. Well,
Mhm.
going back to the Dollar Tree thing first, though, the other thing that I notice in Dollar Tree is like they have a smaller size of, and this is kind of what you were talking about, but like of everything. Like it'll be a bag of
Yeah.
M&Ms, and it'll be like a smaller bag of M&Ms than you can ever buy in Target or Walmart or
Mhm.
in Publix anywhere. So it's a much smaller bag, but yeah, it's $1.
Yeah.
But you're still like, again, if you go back to the like price per unit or price per ounce or whatever, it's
Mhm.
probably the same or maybe even worse, but they convince you that it's a good price because you're in the dollar store. But I
Yeah.
saw a thing a few weeks ago. I think it was on TikTok. um the guy that I think his name's Jeff Rossum.
Oh,
He
Rossum
used to be on
reports. Yeah.
NBC. Rossum Reports. He did a price comparison, a side by side price comparison between Walmart and Aldi.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Aldi price like was so much better overall. I think there was
For
maybe one or
most
two
things.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, there was one or two things, and he was doing. It was literally a side by side comparison because it was the
Mhm.
brand version at Walmart, the Oreos, say the
Oh,
brand version
yeah.
at Walmart, the brand version at Aldi,
It
exact
wasn't
same
even like,
products.
yeah, it wasn't even like the Aldi dupe, which is
Right.
significantly cheaper, by the way. Like,
Yeah. But that was
guys.
part of it too. Like he did do the Walmart brand versus the Aldi brand too, and it was just
Mhm.
I think on the order he did it was something like $30 cheaper on not that big of an order. It was like I wish I remembered exactly. I should have saved it or something, but I think it was like a $30 difference on, maybe a $200 order at one or the other, that's significant to me.
I love the Aldi Oreos, okay? And they're like it's like I think it's 2 something for like the pack.
Hmm.
And I will say like some of the knockoff like Oreo dupes aren't comparable to the real Oreos, but I do think that all the Oreos taste very similar to real Oreos.
Yeah. You wonder,
Yeah.
are they made? Because a lot of times those knockoff products are made in the same factories. They're literally
Mhm.
made in the same factories as the original. I forget what it was. There was some brand of, it was like a dressing or barbecue sauce. I forget what it was. Maybe
Mhm.
it was something like that, a condiment. And like literally the bottle was identical. It was the
Mhm.
same bottle, just different label. And it's like, well, that's probably the same product. And
Yeah.
then it makes you realize how much you pay for in marketing.
And how much, I mean, I think some of it is really just like all in your head when you think of like the brand name stuff.
Yeah.
Cuz yeah, a lot of them I saw a video, I think it was Trader Joe's, and people were like putting two and two together cuz Trader Joe's had a recall on like let's say peanut butter, and then Jif also that same time like would have a
Yeah.
recall on peanut butter. And
Wait
people were
a
like,
minute.
so
Yeah.
both your factories were just
Yeah.
contaminated, like
Yeah,
same
right.
time. Um,
Totally. In an unrelated story.
yeah, but I have realized also though, like it's funny because Adrian always says like when he was growing up, he always would get so annoyed because when his mom would go grocery shopping, she would go grocery shopping to like multiple stores, and he's like, I think that's why I hate grocery shopping now, like going grocery
Mm,
shopping with people.
right.
And he's like, because, my mom would go to multiple stores. But I genuinely do think that you kind of have to, because I don't think, as much as I love Aldi and I'm an Aldi girl, I can't get everything in Aldi, and I won't, because there are some things, not only that Aldi doesn't sell, but it's it is kind of sometimes okay, like juices, like the little
Hmm.
juice packs, juice bottles, juice boxes, whatever. I I realized recently that Walmart has a better selection and kind of a little cheaper depending what it is
Mm, hmm.
as well. Like better deal and better selection than Aldi. Like Aldi, they just have like Capri Suns, three something,
Right.
like just standard whatever. Walmart, they have a bigger selection and it's cheaper.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
with like snacks. Like Walmart, I realized Walmart and Target, but Walmart is cheaper than Target. So like they
Right.
have a better bulk snack variety if you're not paying to get a Sam's Club membership or BJ's or Costco or whatever. Walmart
Right.
has a bigger bulk variety of, snacks and chips and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, Walmart stores are bigger than Aldi, so I mean, it kind of makes sense that they would have a better selection. But
Like of
if
the bulk
Aldi
stuff.
has what you're looking, yeah, yeah, yeah. But if Aldi has what, like you're talking about the Oreos, if they have what you're looking for, they're probably the better price. I
I
think. I mean,
also
based on that report.
I also watched this girl though one time, and she was saying that she thinks that the individually bagged stuff is always kind of a ripoff. So
Hmm.
she always just buys like for her kids and stuff. She'll literally buy like the big bags of chips or the big box of Cheez Its and goldfish and all that stuff. And she'll
Hmm.
literally get the little snack bags and individually pack it up herself. And she
Oh, why
like did a
not?
comparison of like price of, what she pays for the big family size box of Cheez Its to individually
Hmm.
bag it, and then what she pays for, the bulk Cheez It little bags.
Right.
Crazy about
Really?
more
Yeah,
from
I
like
mean,
the
that's
box.
the nice thing is a lot of stores now, some stores now, I think a lot of stores now will give you that like per unit. So if it's like something that's in ounces, it'll tell you, this is how much this costs per ounce. So you don't have to sit there
Mhm.
and figure it out yourself, sit there with your calculator on your phone trying to do the math yourself.
Yeah.
But I believe that because you're paying for convenience. You're paying for the packaging. You're paying for the fact that, we have the Boulder Canyon chips, the little individual
Oh,
bags. Because
yeah.
you know what? When I'm putting, a lunch together, I can just throw a bag in there. I don't have to get it out and,
Mhm.
get a snack bag out and fill it up. It's just you're paying for convenience.
And it looks cuter than me just, with my little Ziploc bag.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, because nobody likes to be the kid there opening your Ziploc bag with your potato chips in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But
But you know what?
that's how I sneak in the generic brand stuff.
Yeah, that's true too.
Now you
No,
don't
those are
know.
those are Ruffles. They're Ruffles. They're Wavy Lays. They're not the store brand at all. You know what? Some of those chips though, like the Wavy chips, I actually like the store brand. Like if I'm having a party and I'm gonna have like chips and dip, I want the store brand Wavy chips because I don't know why they're good. They're just good. They're terrible for me.
Did Adrian ever tell you the one story of like when he was little, it was like a bring a snack. Like it was like they were having like a class party or whatever. And it was like everyone bring a dessert. So like he wasn't able, I don't know why he didn't ask his mom, but he ended up like having his dad like, "Hey, can you when you're at the store, I don't know, maybe his dad was like going to the store or whatever." But he told his dad, like, when you're at the store, can you just get me like Oreos or something to bring to my class party tomorrow? And his dad ended up just getting him like whatever the generic brand Oreos, and I forget what the name is, but those generic brands always be killing it.
Yeah, yeah,
With the names, like it was called like something O's, not Oreos,
yeah.
but like um
Oh, how about oh no's?
oh
Oh
no's,
no,
yeah, like
because
something.
that's what the kid says when they
Just
find it in their lunch. They got
just
me
a
oh no's.
silly, like a silly name like that, and he brings it, and then Adrian brings it to his class, and all the kids when they saw it, like, sit, because it was like you just set your dessert on the big table with everyone else's. No one knows who brought what, thankfully, and everyone's like,
That's
who
good, yeah.
bought who brought these? Who brought these? Like making fun of him, and he's like, yeah, and I'm just sitting there making fun of it too. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
who did
yeah,
that?
yeah,
I would have brought Oreos.
yeah, yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Well, the other one when you're talking about like the generics too, like back in the day, I always remember when you guys were little, we would get the bagged cereals because the
Yeah.
bagged and back then it
Oh,
was only
yeah.
the generics in the bagged cereals, but it was like a
Yeah.
giant bag and it was
Yeah.
literally it tasted just like Fruit Loops,
It
but it
did.
was the store brand and or the generic brand, whatever.
Loopy fruits. Loopy
Yeah,
fruits.
yeah, right, Loopy Fruits. Um, but they at some point, the cereal brand makers started making their own giant bags of cereal. They're like, "Sure, people want to buy the big bag,
They're
we'll
like,
sell
wait a
them the big
minute.
bag." And so now they sell like those in the giant bags too. I used
Yeah.
to love the giant bag of cereal. It would last like, forever.
Yeah, I have one of those cereal containers. So I always, like at Aldi, they have, come on, like the Fruit O's are way cheaper than Fruit Loops. They are. It's
Yeah.
like a
And they
dollar
taste the
something
same.
for them.
They taste the same, and because they're the American version, they're just as unhealthy for you as the regular Fruit Loops. You
No,
know.
not because at Aldi they don't use artificial dyes, so they're a little bit more
Ah,
nude colored.
what? Wow. So okay, so they aren't as bright. So
Yeah.
for all those Americans who have to have their their cereal that it hurts their eyes, it's so bright, then you might not like them. But
No, that's what I don't know if I told you, but I would buy the like the Aldi brand like cosmic brownies. And you can tell I always like laugh when I see them because it's like again, anything Aldi brand doesn't use artificial dyes and colors and or tastes and flavors and whatever. So the Aldi cosmic brownies look so funny to me because it's like the nude colored sprinkles, like very, very taupes and stuff
very
that you're like
subdued. That's
subdued
funny.
nature colors. Yeah. And then one
That's
time,
funny.
like, we had a mix of I think like Adrian bought a box of actual cosmic brownies, and then I got and by the way, there is a slight difference. There is a slight difference in them. Like, if you're having it side by side, I will say the cosmic brownie is a little bit more like the icing on top is like a thicker, gooier icing.
Okay.
But you're also getting red dye 40. So, like, pros and
Yeah.
cons,
And
you know?
also unless you're eating them side by side, you probably don't notice
You
that
probably
either.
don't, yeah, like, it's
Yeah.
exactly. But it was funny seeing, like, wow, yeah, I guess Cosmic Brownies sprinkles are a lot brighter. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
fooling anyone if these are right next to each other.
Well, see, what you do is you get your own food dye, the little jars that like the food dye, and you manually, update the colors to be more
Defeating the purpose
totally
of
defeat
my.
the purpose.
I'll
Exactly.
show
Yeah.
you, Aldi.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Yeah. I mean, it does make you wonder, like, why did that happen though? Like, why back
Like the
at
food
some point
dyes.
only in the US did they say, that it's just not bright enough. We need it to be brighter, like, because
I
everything
think
was in black and white then anyway. So why did they care?
that's
You
why.
couldn't even see it on the TV commercials because the TV was in black and white.
I think it was just like I mean, in the 90s though, everything was very like bright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like back in the day, that's when they had like have you ever seen the comparison pictures of, McDonald's back in 1995 versus McDonald's now. Burger King back
Nah.
then versus now. Oh my gosh. If I see a post like that, I'll have to send it to you because it's like, it is a like crazy funny
Like
difference. Like
what
Taco Bell,
was
all
different?
the bright colors inside and
Oh,
everything.
sure.
And now
Oh,
it's
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
modern, very nude, very like beige and
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you I have seen that for like a McDonald's. It was showing like the old school McDonald's with the certain
bright
type of
yellow and
roof they all
red.
had. Bright, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Ronald McDonald's clothes were the color of the store, and now they're all like
Hmm.
modern looking buildings with yeah, like browns and taupes and all that. Yeah,
Nice
that's true.
tile
That's true.
work, nice backsplashes everywhere, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
And kiosks instead of workers. So there we are.
Yeah. I love when I walk in somewhere to order and they have a kiosk. I
Yeah,
actually
me too.
prefer that.
It's my
Call me
favorite thing in Wawa.
antisocial. Yeah.
No, it's my favorite thing in Wawa. Because you know
Yeah.
what? You know why? Because I can stand there for a minute and think about what I want without stressing someone out on the other side of the counter. You know, because that person's like, you got a line behind you, and I have to get to all those people after you.
Yeah.
So you should have thought about what you wanted before you stepped up to the counter.
And I'm
Where if it's a
like,
kiosk, the kiosk never gets angry at me.
well, I was thinking about what I wanted. I actually looked at the menu before I got here. But
Yeah,
now that I'm here, I think I changed my mind. Now I want the chicken
yeah,
strips. So,
that's right. I saw
mm,
something new on the menu that wasn't online, and now I'm thinking about that thing
you guys had that
instead.
advertisement of that picture there of that buffalo chicken wrap, and now I think I
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah. So it's really your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I do though.
You want to hear something funny about Wawa? I didn't tell you this. So um the other day Adrian went to go get a haircut. And while he was at his haircut, I went because we were going to go eat afterwards. So I went and I usually just like wait in the car and like play on my phone or whatever. But cuz no girls in the barbershop. So I was like, "You know what? I think I'm going to be productive and like make time pass a little quicker. And I'm going to see if I can do like a DoorDash order while he's inside." So I turn on my app immediately. I get an order. $10 for 2 miles. I was like, oh, it's mine.
That's
So
good.
I snatch it up. And when I tell you I regretted this so much, I regretted it so much.
See,
So
there's a
I
reason it was $10.
so I get to the Wawa because the Wawa was like right up the street. So I go there and I waited so long, first of all. But besides waiting so long, I think I waited in there like easily 15 minutes, maybe more, but definitely not less. And as I'm in there, all of a sudden, while I'm waiting, this lady comes barging through the Wawa door, yelling at somebody like, "That's my son. Don't talk to my son. Leave him alone. That's my son. He's only 16," like yelling. She's shouting.
Ooh,
And, now everybody's looking. She's also
right.
making a scene. Everyone's looking. The workers are looking. Now they're definitely not making the order that I'm standing here for because they're looking at this lady shouting at this man. I don't see the man at first that she's shouting at. And then I think it was like maybe a few minutes past, people start throwing punches. Now two people are fighting in the Wawa. Now everyone's really looking. Now the workers are really distracted. And yeah, these men are fighting. Then I see the man who was fighting and who she was talking to, and I really couldn't believe it. I was like, I should be on TikTok Live right now recording this. This is really crazy. It was an old man that was fighting this 16-year-old boy. The 16-year-old was like easily like 6'3". He was like he was very tall, very skinny,
Okay.
16-year-old. The man that he was fighting, the man that this lady barged in the Wawa yelling at, was this very old, tall, he was big belly, very old man. And
Wow.
he's standing by the Wawa door now, like after he got out of his little like fight. He's by the Wawa door. He's like shaking. He's very flustered. and he's like yelling at the boy, and he's just pointing, and he's yelling at the lady, and he's like pointing at them. Walks out of the Wawa. Then I see the boy kind of like follow out of him. Like now they're gonna fight in the parking
Oh,
lot.
jeez.
We're all still watching. Everyone's watching the
Yeah.
entire thing go down.
Nobody called the police at this point?
Nobody called them that I know of. Everyone was just so distracted watching. The Wawa
Move your
security
phone-
had it.
Move your phone away. There we go. Okay,
There was
sorry about that.
there was a whole bunch of, there was like 4 Wawa security guards that appeared out of nowhere as well, by the way. They were
Who
in,
knew? Who
they
knew
were
Wawa
in-
had security guards like that?
they had 4 security men,
Wow.
and they were following
So
the
this
fight.
has happened there before. This has happened there before.
I don't know. But the old man goes outside, the kid goes outside. Now the security's following them both. I see like the security guard, which didn't look like much of a security guard in my opinion. But, you know, like he was smaller than both boys, both men.
Right. Right.
And he's standing between both of them because I think the boy wanted to fight the old man, which was just crazy. Don't fight the old
Yeah.
man. And old man,
I'm-
don't
I'm-
fight the 16-year-old. It's
I'm
just a
just
bad
shocked that-
situation all around.
I'm just shocked that Wawa security would get involved in that though, because I would think, you know, liability that they wouldn't want to. They would want to be like, you know, get out of here with it. I don't care what happens, but get out of here, and that would be the end of it. Like versus trying to actually
that's
break
what-
the fight up. That's
Well,
crazy.
that's kind of what he was doing. He wasn't necessarily like breaking up the fight per se, but like they didn't obviously want these guys fighting in a Wawa. But I don't
Right.
think they even, I think even in the parking lot, that's still Wawa property. And,
Yeah,
you know, they
exactly.
could have
Yep.
called the cops, but no, you know, cops aren't going to come quick enough for like to,
True.
by the time the cops show up, the fight's going to be over. Like the
Right,
boys are gone.
right.
Like, so yeah, then the old man ended up leaving. I don't know what happened to the boy. I think he left with his mom, but it was a pretty rowdy time in Wawa. And then eventually, like even
Wow.
after that fight, I think I still waited like 10 minutes. Eventually got the stuff, had to deliver it to like,
At this point, you forgot you even had an order to deliver, right?
I was
mean-
like, yeah, I was like, wait, why am I here? Why am I in Wawa? Yeah, so then I like when I finally got my stuff, I left and I see that I had to deliver it like literally in downtown Orlando.
Oh.
Upstairs in like a law
Mm.
office, and then the guy is messaging me like, "Hey, what's taking so long? Where's my order?" And I'm like, "There was just a fight in Wawa, okay? Like
Yeah.
there was just a fight in.
See, the
give
move-
me a break."
The move there though is you always want to update them. Like you always want to say, "Hey, you know, I'm at the restaurant waiting for your order," just
Yeah.
so they know that you're there. Because
No, I
otherwise
normally.
they're blaming you. They're thinking you're messing around. They don't understand it's the restaurant that's messing
I
around.
know. I think I don't remember. I usually do that, but I think I you know, there was a lot
fight
going on.
got you
There was a lot
distracted,
going
yeah.
on. Yeah.
The fight got you distracted.
I put my yeah.
Like when you picked up the food, instead of sending them a picture of the food, you sent them a video of the fight.
Right, that's true. Right. Hey, these two just brawled in Wawa, so just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
then I just kept seeing the employees behind the desk, just like, you know, like
Yeah,
peeping over
they
the
were-
counter. Like they were
same as everybody else.
they
yeah.
were as tuned in as the rest of us. Yeah, the
That's
one lady,
funny.
she was getting off her shift. She's like, kind of don't want to go outside just yet. I was like, you're fine, girl. Like
Yeah,
they're distracted.
that's
They
funny.
got the
I-
Wawa security.
I don't expect that in a Wawa. I expect that more at a 7-Eleven, and I have no reason for saying that. Although Wawa is my favorite gas station in Florida because some of the Wawas have superchargers, so I can actually utilize.
Wawa is a
functionality.
little bit no, Wawa's definitely more high scale in terms of like gas stations, you know, because they have actual live people cooking. You know, 7-Eleven, they just have their hot bar. I don't really trust the 7-Eleven
They
food,
got
but I like
That
the
hot
Wawa
dog
food.
that's been rolling for the last 8 hours, and that piece of pizza that's looking a little dry. That's what they got.
Right, and the taquitos that need
Yeah,
some
the
sauce as well.
taquitos.
The taquitos
Yeah.
been rolling right next to the hot
Dried out
dogs.
taquito. Yeah, those dried out taquito.
Yeah, like Wawa is really good, and then Racetrack. Racetrack
Oh, really?
also is real good. Like
Haven't had a snack at racetrack.
the
Oh, actually,
newer nice
no.
racetracks are good. I went to a
Wow.
racetrack before. I can't remember where it was, but was it Groveland? I think it was Groveland. They have a racetrack up there because, like, it's like they're building stuff, so it's like a newer racetrack out there. They had a whole frozen yogurt section, like
Oh, wow.
frozen yogurt machines, like six of them, like six soft ice
Wow.
cream froyo machines that you just go up. It's like, $2 or whatever. You grab your cup. It's $2, a flat rate price, by the way. You can add as much on there as you want, as much ice cream, as
Wow.
many toppings. They have a toppings bar,
So it's not by the
sauces.
pound like
No, like, yeah,
wow.
no. It's like you grab a cup for
Wow.
like $2 and you can add whatever you want in it.
See
They
that
have
we are just
yeah.
full of the deals today.
Oh my gosh, go to a racetrack that has a frozen yogurt area. I was like, wow. The 7-Eleven by my house, if it was that type of racetrack, oh my gosh, that would
Yeah.
be amazing. I would walk there for coffee every morning because their coffee area is also amazing. Like those nice gas stations, their coffee area, better than Wawa's, but
Oh yeah.
Wawa's is
Mm,
pretty good too. I like
Wawa's
their,
is pretty good, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, I'm not
So,
walking to
okay.
7-Eleven for my coffee every morning, but I would
No.
walk to a racetrack.
Okay, so to recap today, for gas, get the 7-Eleven app.
Yes,
Um
download it.
don't fight in Wawa. What else did we have? And Racetrack has an awesome
Froyo
froyo
bar.
bar. All right. So
Yeah.
those are our tips for this week. And yeah, I got nothing else.
I got nothing else either except that we will see you on Thursday for another true crime episode.
Yes.
Stay
Watch it.
tuned to see what we're doing.
And one of these weeks we might actually have a live guest. We've been getting contacted by some people. There was one that contacted me today that I'd be very interested in because it would be perfect for one of the true crime episodes, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.